here's a very odd response that Joe Biden gave when he was asked whether releasing these reserves was a good idea.
What is your response to Republicans who say you are only doing this SPR release to help Democrats in the midterms?
Where have they been the last 4 months? That's my response.
I think he genuinely means that. Where have they been? Because he doesn't know where he is. So I'll grant him that. Virtually every Republican has been screaming from the top of their lungs about releasing American energy and going for our own stuff, right? That's what every Republican has been talking about. Let's be energy independent. While the Democrats have been the ones saying, no, we must have to end fossil fuels. It's just ridiculous. So the fact that now Biden sees the numbers, or whoever's in charge of Biden, they see the numbers, they see the bloodbath on the way. So what are they doing 2 weeks before the election? We're diving into the reserves so we can artificially depress the cost. So a few people will be like, that Joe Biden is doing good. Gas went from $6 a gallon to $4.50. Here's video of Karine Jean-Pierre being asked about these reserves. And yeah, she's not very good at her job.
The president just said that the oil releases from the strategic reserve were not political. But we've seen on a daily basis that the administration is making these announcements on abortion, gas prices, EVs, student debt, and an array of other programs such as infrastructure. What's the goal of these announcements, given that they're happening so close to midterms?
Look, and the president was asked specifically that question on the gas prices in our announcement today, and he was very clear. He said, if you've watched him these last several months, these last 4 months, I believe that what he said, he's been working every day to lower gas prices for the American people, especially after we saw Putin's brutal war in Ukraine, which led to Putin's price hike, as we have seen in the last several months.
Guys, it's Putin's price hike. It's OPEC. It's Saudi Arabia. So we have to empty our reserves. And Joe Biden's been working every day. You have no idea how hard this guy is working. Some of you may remember the president before Joe Biden. His name was Donald Trump. The media didn't like him very much, but we had a booming economy and our energy prices were down. And he was actually refilling our strategic petroleum reserves, even though they were already full, because he wanted to make sure we'd have way more than we need. Do you remember this?
Based on the price of oil, I've also instructed the Secretary of Energy to purchase, at a very good price, large quantities of crude oil for storage in the U.S. Strategic Reserve. We're going to fill it right up to the top, saving the American taxpayer billions and billions of dollars, helping our oil industry and making us even further toward that wonderful goal which we've achieved, which nobody thought was possible, of energy independence. It puts us in a position that's very strong, and we're buying it at the right price.
Bizarro land, right? Getting energy at the right price, energy independence, not trying to destroy fossil fuels, et cetera, et cetera. So we had competency. Now we have this thing.